If you've ever wondered if you can play the piano, even if you're starting from scratch and have never taken a lesson before in your entire life, the answer is yes. Yes, you can play. In fact, you can play today and you'll be playing by the end of this video. Now, I could take time and tell you all about how many years I've played the piano and how many students I've taught and blah, 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 but you don't care about any of that kind of stuff. We're here because you want to play the piano. So let's get right to it. Let's start playing the piano. Let's talk first about how to sit at the piano. Now, you want to pull out your bench far enough from the piano so that you're not too close. So this is about how far you should be from the keys. If you pull up too close, then you'll have bad posture and you won't be able to see what you're doing at the keys. So make sure that you're sitting far enough back, like this, towards the middle or the end of your bench, and so that your hands have enough room. Once you're set up at the piano, we want to talk about your hand positioning. Now, you want your wrists to be in line with the piano, okay? So you don't want your wrist way up here. You also don't want your wrist way down here. You just want it to be in line. And then with our fingers, you want to pretend like there's a ball right here in your palm. And so that makes your fingers have this nice curve to them, okay? You don't want it to be super straight like this. You also don't want them to be super curved. You just want a little bit of a curve. Okay, now that we know how to sit at the piano, we know how to position our hands, we're gonna talk about the finger numberings. So we have finger number 1, which is our thumb, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's practice using the different fingering numberings on the keys. So I'm gonna be starting with my right hand thumb, finger number 1 on C right here, and we'll get into the rest of the names of the white keys, but for now, just know that this one is C. It's to the left of the set of 2 black keys. So I'm gonna start with my thumb on C, and then finger 2 is on the next note, 3, 4, and 5. So you wanna play with the tips of your fingers, just like that. So practice just going up and going down with your right hand till you feel nice and comfortable. You can try doing some skips like 1, 3, 5, and then coming back down, building nice strong fingers. And then try it with your left hand for 5. So you have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so practice going, starting at the bottom, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come back down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you can practice this on any keys on the piano. Right now, we're just working on building strong fingers and knowing which finger number is which.
Okay, let's try some practice exercises so that you can get comfortable playing with all the different finger numbers. Take a minute now to pause the video and try this exercise on your own, and then come back and try to play it with me.
Play 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and then we're gonna play 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3. Then we're gonna play 3, 2, 4, and then 3, 1, and then 5, 3, 1. Let's try an exercise with our left hand. So just a reminder, you can play any notes that you want on the piano, but I am starting in the C position where my finger number 5 or my pinky is on C. So here we go. I'm gonna play 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3. Then we're gonna play 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you would like more exercises like this, you can find them in the guide below. But now I'm going to move on to the names of the white keys. So on the piano, you'll notice some patterns with the black keys. We have sets of 2 and 3 black keys, and that goes up and down the piano. So I've been playing in the middle of my piano, but if you head to the right, you'll notice that the notes have a higher pitch. And if you go to the left, you'll notice that the notes start to have a lower pitch, okay? So all of our low notes head this way to the left, all of our higher notes head this way to the right. Now, today we're not going to be focusing on the black keys. We're just going to be using them to help us see patterns, and we're going to be focusing on the names of the white keys. As mentioned earlier, we started on C, and how to find C is you just go to the set of 2 black keys, slide to the left, and there's C. So you can go to any set of 2 black keys, slide to the left, and you have C. 2 black keys, slide to the left, there's C. Now, if you know your alphabet, you should be able to quickly find the rest of your notes. This one is D, next one is E, F, G. Okay, now if we go backwards from C, we can find B, and then we can find A. And those are the names of our white keys. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The pattern repeats itself. So the next one is just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so on and so forth. So you count forwards in the alphabet if you're going to the right of the piano. And then if you're going to the left of the piano, if you're working your way down, you count the alphabet backwards. So this one's C, this would be B, A, we count backwards to G, F, E, D, and then C. There are lots of different ways to help you remember which key is which on the piano. My favorite though is just remembering that you go to the set of 2 black keys, slide to the left to find C, and from C you can find the rest of the notes. Another one I really like is remembering that D is in the middle of the set of 2 black keys, and we can remember that like the dog in the doghouse, because it kind of looks like a doghouse, and the dog is in the middle, which stands for D. We have D in the middle of our doghouse. So whichever one is easier for you to remember, whether it's sliding to the left of the set of 2 black keys to find C, or if it's going in between the set of 2 black keys to find the D, use whichever one's helpful to ground you, and then you can find the rest of the keys from there. Okay, now that we know the names of our keys, we're going to go back into the C position, starting with your thumb on C. So the set of 2 black keys, slide to the left, this one's C, and then finger number 2 is on D, finger number 3 is on E, 4 is on F, 5 is on G. And then our left hand is going to go into the C position, set of 2 black keys, slide to the left, this one's C, so start with your pinky on C, finger 5, 4 is on D, 3 is on E, 2 is on F, and 1 is on G. So this is what your hand should look like in the C position. We're going to look at the letters, and then we're going to play the key associated with the letter. Play E, C, E, C, E, F, G, F, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, C, D, E, E, F, F, G, F, E, D, C. G, C, G, C, F, E, G, F, F, E, E, D, E, F, D, E, G, F, E, D, G, F, E, D, C. Once again, in the guide below, I have a lot more exercises and examples that you can follow along so that you can get really familiar with playing these notes on the piano. Once you're familiar with the names of the white keys and your finger numbers and playing them, you can start to play right hand and left hand together. You're going to see an example above with some letter names for your right hand and some letter names for your left hand, and you want to see if you can play along. So left hand is only just going to be playing the C, so you actually can use whatever fingering you would like. If you would like to stay in the C position and play it with finger 5, you can, or you can move finger 3 there, or you could even move your thumb there if you would like. My right hand is the top line, and then my left hand is the bottom line.
Once again, see if you can pause the video and try it on your own first, and then come and join me.
And that's it. You're playing the piano. Now, if you want some more examples and exercises to practice so that you can really hone in on knowing your finger numbers, knowing which key is which, playing hands together, all of that, you can